Greetings. This room is now very quiet and it's beginning to get very empty. If we look over here, you'll find that one end of the room still has a lot of stuff in it and the other end is completely empty. Robert had his last exam today and he's gone. He has moved out. His side of the room is completely clear. And it's kind of weird because this is the first time it's been completely clear. Hello. I have my last exam tomorrow morning and that gets done at noon, and then I'll be moving all of my crap, of which there's quite a bit, out of here, and then I will be going home. Tonight will be the first night that I've slept alone in nearly a month, because it's been about that long since I've been home, and it's about that long since Robert's been home. So it's gonna be kind of weird. The room's gonna be a lot cooler because Robert's computer's not here anymore, which generated quite a bit of heat. My fridge is now unplugged, so that's not generating heat, and then one less person in here also generating heat. So, it's nice to be in here and have this room to myself now, but at the same time it's a little bit creepy. I didn't have the time to do so, but if I did, I would have thanked Robert just before his departure. He was a good roommate. He had one quirk that got on my nerves. Really, it was the only thing that really annoyed me, is that, of course, he loves his video games, and whenever he played a video game and had his headset on and so he could talk to other people, as soon as he started a video game, the volume level of his voice went up by about 30 decibels, and so it made the room completely impossible to study in. So for over the course of the year, he's probably been in this room about 10 times more than I have. But that was the only thing. He was a good roommate otherwise, and I thank him for it. Now, for the first time ever, I'm seeing what it was like to be him, the room, from the perspective of his bed. There's my bed. Still got quite a bit of stuff to pack, but a lot of stuff's off my shelf now. My fridge is all empty and unplugged, like I mentioned before. Excuse me. And then I hope I can fit everything in the car, because I have, I think, more stuff in here now than I did when I first moved in here way back in September. Tomorrow morning, starting at 9 o'clock, I have my last exam, my mechanics exam, which I need 60% on to pass the course. That's the highest mark I'll have needed on any of my exams to pass its respective course. So I gotta get studying for that and do my best and hope it works out. And then after that, I'll be on my way home, and then I'll be home for the next 4 months, which will be kind of funny because normally I'm used to, for the past 14 years, my summers have been 2.5 months long. Things work slightly differently here, so my summer is almost twice that length starting this year, and I'll hopefully film quite a few videos for you guys. I did apply for a job, hoping I could make me some money. But, as is usual for where I live, because I'm not a dumb high school dropout, it doesn't look like I'll be getting a job. I applied to about 10 different places, and I haven't so much as gotten a call. That's pretty much what I expected, because where I live at home has a huge surplus of idiots. People prefer to hire them because they can work full-time all year round and stuff, but as for me, an intelligent person who can't be around to work all the time because I'm getting a college education, I'm not what they're looking for. And unfortunately, the place where I worked a couple of years ago is being shut down. So, oh well, what are you gonna do? I have some stuff I'd like to sell on eBay, and of course between that and helping Mum out, because there's always stuff that needs to be done around the house, I'll have no problem keeping myself busy for the summer anyway. And I can see my phone fell out of these pajamas onto Robert's bed. I'll have to pick that up later. Also, finally, I have one last quite exciting announcement. I've never mentioned, I don't think I've mentioned this before. Now, I love this residence where I've been living during the academic year. UNB has about 10 different residences, and this residence, called McLeod House, is without a doubt one of the most unique of them for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's the farthest away from campus. It's actually off campus. To get to my classes, I have about a 15-minute walk. Another thing is this residence houses the most international students of any residence. We have students come from all over the world, and it's so cool, and I've made some great friends that come from all over the place. Probably one of the best friends I've met here is a guy from Jordan. That's a country in the Middle East. Awesome dude. He's become one of my best friends here. So that's really awesome. So yeah, probably most of the people who have lived here are international people. Another thing is, this house has the most single rooms of any of the residences on campus. I applied for a single room. Obviously that did not happen, unfortunately, but oh well. But yeah, this house has about 20-some double rooms, of which this is one, and they have 115 or so single rooms. And it's really great, and we have our own cafeteria and stuff. We're one of only 2 houses that have their own dining cafeteria. And, you know, I just absolutely love this place. You know, colleges, I'm sure it's not just here, but it's definitely worse here because Canada, and especially the Maritimes, have a rather sketchy reputation of people who like to abuse alcohol. And I'm not one of those people. I've never touched the stuff, and honestly, at this point, I never plan to. You know, if you read around and you talk to people, people will tell you, and it's some, if not most of it's definitely true, that some residences, people who live there, it's just all about partying. Yeah, here in the Maritimes, underage drinking and student drinking, I'm reluctant to say it's a problem, but it's kind of a problem. And this place is no exception. But this house, McLeod House, where we have lots of international students and we're off campus and everything, we are not as into the party scene. What I'm getting at here is this house is extremely peaceful compared to the other houses on campus. And so for that, I've truly loved this place and I've enjoyed living here. But with that being said, to the great misfortune of the people who love this place, the part of the university that deals with residences have decided to shut this place down. The reason is they apparently have a lot of vacant space in the other houses on campus, and where this house is off campus, it's very attractive to be shut down because they want to have more offices, so they want to convert this place into an office building. So they told us back in, I think, February, they told us that there was a 50-50 chance this place would be shut down, and they would tell us the final decision by March break. Well, March break came and went, and they never told us, and now it's late April, and they've still never told us. But people, you know, proctors, the House President, they told us all, you know, prepare for it to be gone. So, apparently, the general consensus is this house is definitely shutting down, and that's really unfortunate. It's unfortunate that of all the houses on campus, you know, they would shut down this house that, you know, has the most international students, has the most unique lifestyle of all the residences, is the most peaceful, but at the same time, you know, it makes sense that they would choose this house because it's off campus and is the most, I guess the correct term would be the most obscure of all the other houses. So, since this place is shutting down, that pretty much left me with 2 options for what to do for the next 3 or 4 years that I'm here. I could either live in another residence, or I could get an apartment. I definitely decided against living in another residence for a couple of reasons. First of all, there's the whole lifestyle difference. Like I said, it seems that most of the other houses on campus compared to this house are more party-oriented, which I do not want any part of. And then second of all, the other houses on campus combined do not have as many single rooms as this house alone. And so, since I obviously wanted a single room, I probably would have a much more difficult time getting a single room in one of the other residences, just because all of them combined have fewer than this one alone. With that in mind, it was time to do some apartment hunting. And it is with great pleasure that I announce to you guys that I have found an apartment to live in next year, and it's already been paid for and everything. It's a beautiful place. It's not close to the campuses here. I will have to take a bus to school every day, just like the good old days. But it'll be a city bus, of course. But beautiful place. It operates as a motel in the summertime, but it operates as a student residence during the academic year. And the rooms are beautiful. They got a double-sized bed in them. Each room has its own fridge and microwave. The room's at least twice the size of this one. And it's 24-hour quiet. You know, they have no noise policy and all that stuff. And it's just great. And I took a tour of the place, asked a lot of questions before I decided to sign the papers. I loved what I saw. I loved what I heard. It had everything I needed. And so I signed the papers. So when September rolls around, it'll be exciting to move in there, and of course I'll give you guys a video tour of the place, and it should be pretty great. So with that being said, I have to hit the books again. I got an exam 15 hours from now. I'm going to try and study as much as I can, do the best I can, get it out of the way, and then go to heck home. And it'll be great. New The Maritime Man videos will be coming in late April, early May, and it'll be awesome. So, thank you guys for listening and watching, and I'll see you guys next time.